Inihahandog ng Philippine Air Force at ng himpilang ito ang programang gagabay tungo sa kapayapaan ng bawat mamamaya at pag-unlad ng buong pamayanan. Usapang mga kapayapaan, usapang pangkaunlaran.
Maayong adlaw sa atong tanan mga higala. Kami po ang inyong Philippine Air Force, your air warriors and skylifters in the Visayas. At muli pong sumasahing papawid ang aming palatuntunan, usapang pangkapayapaan, usapang pangkaunlaran Cebu. Kauban ang tulo, kapartner namo na radio station diri sa Cebu City. Daghang kaayong salamat kay Ma'am Annabel Lagrosas of DYMR 576 kHz Radio Pilipinas, kay Sir Junex Napalyakan of DYLA 909 kHz, kay Sir Jean Ray Biosa of SMNI DYAR 765 Sunshine Radio Cebu, kay Ma'am Fayette Rinien and Ma'am Hazel Gloria of PIA 7 sa pagtabang sa atong programa Karugtong Adlaw. Ako po ang inyong host, Airwoman Angela Festejo, Philippine Air Force, at kasama ang aking mga co-host na sina Airman First Class Roel Grijaldo, Philippine Air Force, at Airwoman Second Class Yasmin Saladar, Philippine Air Force.
Thank you, partner. And muli, isang mapagpalang araw para sa ating lahat, lalong-lalo na po sa ating mga libu-libong tagapakinig at tagapagsubaybay sa programang ito. Ang usapang pangkapayapaan, usapang pangkaunlaran Cebu. Tayo din po ay napapanood sa ating social media platform, sa Facebook page ng Tausen BGB Niab, Tausen PAF, SEMO AMC at NANG-UP Cebu. Ang programa pong ito ay para po sa ating pagnanais na may hatid po ang mga impormasyon na mayroong kinalaman sa ating pagsulong ng kapayapaan at kaunlaran sa ating pong bansang Pilipinas.
Let us also welcome our comrades from Air Mobility Command, 205th Tactical Helicopter Wing, 250th Presidential Airlift Wing, 220th Airlift Wing, 505th Search and Rescue Group, 560th Airbase Group, PAF CMOG, SSCSP Cebu Chapter, and 5th ARSEN. Daghan kayong salamat for tuning in with us and for supporting our program. Partner?
Mga kasama, ikinagagalak po nating makasama ang ating resource speaker ngayon na si Ms. Ligaya Moneva, Health Education and Promotion Officer 3, DOH Central Visayas, Center for Health and Development. Bumati po muna kayo sa atin po mga tagapakinig at mga taga-subaybay. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. The lovely faces of the Philippine Air Force. I used to see some of you during our AGIU monthly activities. So good afternoon, all. And it's quite hot, but then again, praise the Lord, we're still alive and coping with the temperature. So good afternoon, everyone. Over to you.
Yes, ma'am. And thank you, ma'am. And ma'am, para po sa aking unang katanungan po, ma'am, no? Ma'am, maaari niyo pong ma-share sa amin po, ma'am, kung ano po yung mission, function, and mandate ng Department of Health Central Visayas Center for Health and Development po, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, again, good afternoon, everyone. During my interruption kanina, so I will be speaking or representing for the Department of Health. I'm with the Health Promotion Unit. So our unit is the one responsible for the advocacy and like working with all the other agencies in terms of health activities. So health promotion cut across all the programs of the Department of Health, which there are about 95 health events throughout the year. So we celebrate activities from January to December, giving emphasis on the events and the celebration that we need also to keep our colleagues, you, our partners, updated. Okay, so on the first question, the mission, could I again repeat the first, ma'am? Could I ask the first question, please? Nakuha na lost ko ganina. Okay, so
Yes, ma'am.
yes.
Ano, mission, functions, and mandate po, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. As we all know, there are a lot of government agencies. We have different tasks, but the Department of Health, its mandate is to be the lead agency in health for the country. So if we talk about health and health-related issues, that's the mandate of the Department of Health. So it is for Central Visayas or Region 7, it is the lead agency in health in the region, dedicated to providing essential services to the people of Central Visayas. And how would we do this? Is through a range of health programs and initiatives. As you may all know, we are all familiar with Republic Act 11223, otherwise known as the Universal Health Care. So this is the change of I would say the change of intensity where we are into putting everything together for health, that everyone is all in the health. Okay, so the mission of DOH Central Visayas is to ensure the delivery of quality healthcare services that are equitable, accessible, responsive, and sustainable. So no matter what, regardless of the race or the status of any Filipino, should be enjoying that benefit, so that it should be equitable, sustainable, and responsive. So it should fit into the need of the people in a particular community, in a particular age group. This is attuned to the thrust of the universal health care. So that's about it. And if we talk about universal healthcare, there's are a lot of activities involving all the different sectors of the Department of Health, from the public health to the hospitals to the other DOH affiliated agencies. I think that's about it, ma'am. Over
Okay
to
po,
you.
ma'am. Thank you po, ma'am.
Yes, partner. Ma'am, for my second question, ano-ano naman po ang mga kasalukuyang programa at aktibidad at mga proyekto ng DOH CVCHD?
Okay. As I was saying earlier, if we talk around, because we have monthly health events from January to December, and if we're going to enumerate that, that's about 98 different programs. That is apart from the emerging and re-emerging, concerns, diseases and viruses. So today, as we have all those programs in place, we are beset with the problem of, first is the condition of the pertussis, which is already come to a point that comes to our attention. So we are into that. So informing, educating the people of how to go about it, how to deal with it, and how to prevent, on how to handle these things. So in that case, we are into the advocacy. And of course, as we all know, as you always hear from us and discussing that the concern, talking about immunization status for our children, particularly the 0 to 5 years old, 5 to 59 months old, or is barely reaching the 6 years old. It's Region 7, Central Visayas, we are one of the lowest. Sad to say. Nganong ingon ana man, it's really very difficult because it's the situation where are always tailing, no? Nangikog juta sa coverage. So that is one of the areas of concern where we are, of course, evoking the help of other agencies, because we cannot do this alone. So per doses plus the status of immunization, where we are into the supplemental immunization activity, comes the month of May onwards. This is geared towards trying to make an increase of our coverage over the years, as kuan jud nangikog kita compared to the other regions. So we are doing our best. That is why when we are invited in forums like this, we would appreciate, because we are all in this together and you could help us. We're always saying this during our joint activities, that these are some of the things, and as we share, we deal with the important concerns. So now, I was talking about pertussis, the immunization, and of course, the other one that is also affecting us very much is the heat index that is really very bothering, and it's really threatening in terms of the way we face it, especially the vulnerable groups, which I'm one also as a senior citizen. So it's really that. And of course, looking at it personally, dili raman ni Department of Health, because you have to look at the contributing factors. First is, why is this so very hot now? Well, first that comes into mind, it's only at this time we appreciate the value of a shade of a tree. So again, so it's not DOH concern anymore, but other agency. But because we are all in this together, maybe this is enough lesson for us to look into what can we do to improve the situation comes the rainy season. So ingon ana siya. So ang gi-fight yun sa ato nga agency is how to address the increasing number of cases, the doses, the immunization. How would we be able to call on the hearts of our people, especially the parents, that it's about time that they should be giving them their children the opportunity for immunization. After all, it's free, it's funded by the government, it's free, and if they say it's very difficult, they're afraid of some certain circumstances, then you can help us, Philippine Air Force, that why we are here. It's because once in our lives, when we were young, before we reached the age of 1 year old, we were already fully immunized. And that has contributed to us what we are now. So that is what we are going to ask from every other agency to help us through. So these are some of the urgent and immediate programs are focusing. And of course, the situation of the increase, the very hot and for the first time, I am 2 years to retire, but this is the first time experience of the super heat that we are experiencing now. So this is really something. And not only that, I was talking about immunization, I was talking about the pertussis or the grabe nga cough, but let us also try to look into the consequence of the heat index affecting also our skin. Okay, it's time where daghang kay skin diseases. Sa una, mingon raman tang bungag singot, something, but now it has gone to a higher level which is burning our skin. So that is also because it is health and it's very basic. Okay, so these are the activities apart, in addition to the other programs that I have said, monthly health events from January to December. We have our health events to observe, and we have our programs to promote and to work with. But these are also some of the pressing things that we need to do now. Okay, over to you.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, follow-up question lang po, ma'am. Kanang sa barangay, ma'am, na mga flu vaccinations, ma'am, ongoing pa rin po ba siya, ma'am?
Okay. For kining atong immunization, I would like to specify that is for 5 years old and below. Why? Because kuya mangod na anak ko cases of mubalik ba. Okay. Although for our senior citizens, you mean the barangay vaccination, well, it is also one of the mandates and to prioritize also our senior citizens on the flu vaccine and the pneumococcal. Pero I would like to emphasize on the pneumococcal. If I am a senior citizen and I'm already 60 years old, it just take me one more pneumococcal vaccination and it will be a lifetime na. So you don't have, because it's supposedly every 5 years. But once you're 60, it's there. Parang fully vaccinated ka na, and you don't have to subject yourself to another pneumococcal. That's lifetime coverage. Okay, so vaccines, yes, some of them are funded mismo by our local government units, and we appreciate that, because sometimes we are also short of the delivery of these vaccines from the central office. But there are local government units that hope to purchase their own vaccines for that. And maybe your question on the barangay, yes, it depends on the local government unit. Yes, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, no, for your answer, ma'am. Partner?
Yes, partner. Ma'am, para po sa aking katanungan, ano po ang pangunahing sanhi ng pagkakaroon ng problema natin sa ating kalusugan? Thank you, ma'am.
Actually, every 5 years, we study the diseases that then cause morbidity and mortality, no? Now, we talk about morbidity and mortality. Number one now, as of this situation, maybe the last 5 years, the first problem is cardiovascular diseases. So diseases of the heart. So as we all know, we heard anytime, every now and then, na ano si sir, naglalakad pa, and then comes the heart failure, and then yun, patay na. So now it's topping the list of the diseases that causes mortality. So heart diseases. So what are we doing to that? So what are we doing for that? So we have always been sincere in our advocacy, healthy lifestyle, promotion. But then again, with all the surge of this fast food everywhere, that has really contributed to what is happening now. It's actually lifestyle related diseases, meaning we can do away with that, but it sometimes goes with a trend now. So food, smoking is one. I don't want to offend anyone there, but smoking has really contributed to the higher risk of all these diseases, that cardiovascular diseases, cancer, and all the others. But for now, topping the list of mortality, cause of mortality is cardiovascular diseases. So what are we doing? Yes, you have helped us, pero there is no law that prohibit us to be vegetarian or whatever. So again, it's lifestyle related diseases where you can make a decision which way to do or which diet to follow. So that is really the ano now. So it's lifestyle related diseases. It's no longer nga the act of nature or whatever. It's our choice. But sometimes we made poor choices that the end of the day, at the end of time, we regret for doing so. Yes. Oh, so if we talk about lifestyle related diseases, we give options. Our doctors say so. Our individual offices provide us wellness program. That is one way to address the problem. But then again, as I have said, it's always our choice, and we made the decision for ourselves. That is why if we can influence others, if we can tell others, and if there is someone there that could lead and show that she is living a healthy lifestyle and is worth emulating from, that would be good. But then again, we need to inculcate that maybe at the early stage of our children in school, that they would be given the appropriate and orientation and lesson on good nutrition. It's also related to that. Yes, over to you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. And then, maganda rin talaga, ma'am, na magkaroon po tayo, ma'am, ng healthy lifestyle po, ma'am, para maiwasan po yung pagkakaroon po ng problema natin sa kalusugan po. And ma'am, follow-up ko lang question, ma'am. Ano naman po yung klase ng sakit o karamdaman ang pinaka-problema po dito sa Pilipinas po, ma'am?
Okay.
Yun po, ma'am.
As I was saying, every 5 years, DOH tried to collate or see what are the top 10 leading causes of death, top 10 leading causes of morbidity. Morbidity is the reason to be hard to be working na, to be hospitalized. Mortality is really the cause of the death. Oo. So, yun, it's where we're trying to show that. We're trying to, every time we gather as a group, we share the sentiments and we do that. So advocacy really is really that is probably because that is why we always have the health personnel, maybe health in charge of every office to take care of our colleagues, to take care of our employees at the early stage that they can be guided through and advice on what to do about their health. Because it always starts with prevention. And most especially, and usually, appeal na ko, we come to the doctors when we want the cure already. It has been there. So prevention is better than cure will always hold true in our lifestyle and our statement. And of course, if we have our family, that should have been the priority. Pero again, as I have said, I'm not saying I'm against development, but what I'm saying is there is always a price we pay for development. So we are on the go, we are on the fast, so we prefer fast foods because we want to take each step with accounting, and then we want to go through everything with speed and gone are the days we prepare properly the food. When we were young, probably when your parents will tell you it was really safe and pure, but now we cannot never assure ourselves how much is this, the calorie and all that. We forgot about it. Ang ato nga, as we reach and go for a schedule, we have already have our stomach and all this, and sedentary lifestyle, of course, because of what is available now, we forget to walk. I am again guilty because isang doldra mo sa kayo habal-habal. These are things that contributed to what failures we face in terms of living good health. So it's very difficult. It's very hard. Kami din sa sa Department of Health, it's really hard. All the way we observe. Okay, it's low salt, low fat, high fiber diet. But we tried that one time 10 years ago when we had our healthy lifestyle promotion program, wherein we tried to feed during conferences ang among gipakaon saging, kamuti, guys sa kamuti tops and all this. You know what? 90% of the food remained untouched. It's because our lifestyle is that. So we should be guilty about it, but that is our kuan man. That's the way we live now. And it's very difficult. So changing lifestyle and changing the choice of person, it really takes time. But it's not too late. We can start it within ourselves. That if we're willing to do it. So that's the challenge for all of us. Okay.
Yes,
Over-
ma'am, no? And to add also, ma'am, isa po sa factor siguro, ma'am, nung anong di ka-achieve anang atong constant na healthy lifestyle, ma'am, tungod siguro is mas mahal ang mga organic foods kaysa sa mga
Exactly. Good for those probably living in the mountain who are really living the life of a farmer and utilizing every part, every corner of their place. But for now, again, tungod sa atong pagdali, we always opt to get things done at a lower time. And then, yes, sir, I agree with you. It's really very expensive. I'm into talking to friends who are advised to reduce their cancer intensity by living healthy diet. And the complaint is it's not that it's not his attitude, her attitude, but it's the price of the food commodity, especially if it's organic. Boy, you will see it's really very expensive. Sometimes mag-reflect na lang ka, do I have to eat or I will not eat anymore because of this case? Because much as we wanted to do this, but it's very expensive. Okay? Very expensive are the prices of commodities now, especially now if it's organic, it's very expensive. Mas barato man ang baboy, mas barato man ang karne. So, kaysa fish. Then that's the reality. We all went through that, and that is it. That's also one of the challenge, and not knowing that all this put together really contributed to the fate we have in terms of poor health. That's right, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, no? Ma'am, we'll have a short break po muna para sa gamay nga pahinomdom.
Okay, sir.
It's colossal and formidable. Meet the C-130 Hercules of the Philippine Air Force.
The C-130 Hercules plays a vital role in airlift operations of the Philippine Air Force.
Its versatility makes it an indispensable asset, soaring to the forefront of humanitarian aid, disaster response, and national defense.
With its giant propellers, the C-130 Hercules boasts an impressive carrying capacity which can haul massive cargo, conquering vast distances to deliver critical supplies.
From transporting our brave soldiers across miles to delivering relief supplies to stranded victims in disaster-stricken areas, truly, this aircraft has repeatedly proven its worth.
As we anticipate further expansion of our fleet, these aerial giants are pivotal not only in military operations
but also as symbols of resilience and our commitment to our proud nation.
Okay, balik na ta, no, sa atong topic. And para sa uban pang importanteng announcement gikan sa DOH CVCHD partner.
Yes, partner. Ma'am, sa sunod pong katanungan, ano po kaya ma'am ang kadalasang nakukuha ngayon pong tag-init at paano po kaya natin ito maiiwasan, ma'am? Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Daghan, in part, in passing, I've discussed, I've said kanina, tag-init. One is heat stroke. If you see the reports, though it's not that plenty and very threatening, a number of our kababayans already suffered from heat stroke. So good for those that na-relieve, no? Natabang, naagapan. But there are others who really died because of that. So that's heat stroke. So, and we are prone to, because wherever we are now, it's very hot. Not unless you stay inside your office. But the moment you get out a few steps from the office, you will be under the scorching heat of the sun, and it's really difficult. So one is, okay, heat stroke. Number two is dehydration. And of course, we know very well what happens to our bodies when we run short of liquid in our body. That is also very dangerous, and that can even cause death. And another one is the skin irritation. We know that the best sun exposure is from 8 to 9:30 in the morning, but now the situation now as early as 8 o'clock, you don't want to go under the heat of the sun. It's very so it's very difficult now having this exposure to this very heat now, because there are other diseases that come along. One is, of course, you have your cough and colds. You can also get from prolonged exposure to heat of the sun. And the skin allergies, it can burn your skin, it can cause you cancer and many other things. It's really very difficult. And for the others who have really very sensitive allergies, tanan manggawas na karon, it's very difficult, and it's very expensive to treat skin diseases. So it's really difficult. It's really difficult. So knowing all just the four of it, the heat stroke, the allergies, the dehydration, the skin problems, and other following diseases, that is already here. And we are trying to tell and educate our public that we have to do this. You drink plenty of water, we always say that 8 glasses or more, but others are now drinking. Ako personally, it's very difficult because it's really very hot. I'm a senior citizen, so I took a bath 5 times a day, and with the water problems, these are things that are contributing to leading to another problem degree. So it's very difficult. So we should be careful. It should start with, of course, being cautious and careful by not staying under the heat of the sun. That is why in the Facebook you would see that the most respected people now under the heat are the Sato delivery, the traffic enforcers, and all others. These are the people, our fellow men that are really obliged by their profession to stay under the heat of the sun. And we're talking about that 4 diseases, and these are the very people who are likely to suffer the heat, the possible diseases from the very hot season. Yes, over to you.
Ma'am, no, thank you po, ma'am. And then, importante po talaga, ma'am, na mag-hydrate po tayo, ma'am,
Yes.
na uminom ng maraming tubig, ma'am. And then, kung lalabas man po is magdala na lang din ng payong po at
Yeah.
least na ano po natin
Anything
yung
that can
sarili natin
cover
sa
you,
init.
oo. Or ano pala, I forgot.
Yes, ma'am.
People wants to be sexy all the time, so you come out with all this sleeveless and everything. But today, with the scorching heat, it's time we should also be careful with our outfit, no? So if we can, karon kainit kayo, if we can have our arms, our shoulders covered with say thick cloth or something that can protect us against the rays of the sun, that would also be more. And then yes, ma'am, I agree with you. Payong, sombrero, or the one I'm using now, which I can use during when I cross streets that are really very hot, or that can also help. So it's all in a matter of telling our fellow men to be extra careful and to care for themselves. And caring for themselves would also reach to caring for their loved ones in the household and telling other people to do the same, if only to protect, because after all, health is wealth. We will not be very effective if we already are prone to facing some health problems in our life. And that holds true with all of us. So we have to be careful. And maybe let us help educate our colleagues, our family members, and the people in their community to do these simple things, because these are prevention, and prevention is better than cure. Yes, over to you.
No? Thank you po, ma'am. And ma'am, para po sa last ko, ma'am, na question, ma'am, no? Ano-ano naman po, ma'am, yung mga programa ng DOH, CVCHD na maaring makatulong ang Philippine Air Force sa pagsasagawa po nito, ma'am?
Okay, that's a very nice question. We have always appreciated and recognized the help of the Air Force. As I have said, though we have this mga season, times has changed so much that there are emerging diseases. So we just don't know, at the wink of an eye, there's flash flood there, there's earthquakes in Bakulang again there, and all these others, which of course you people from the Philippine Air Force are very helpful, because you help us reach areas at a time, at a speed of time where we cannot do it for ourselves. So you can lift us in the destination, especially in hard hit areas. You're always there to help us, and it's appreciated. And we've been working together. So not only in calamities, but in the big events, we help each other. We are all members of the health committee, where we can contribute our share in doing and protecting and ensuring that events, just like what is going to happen, pambansang palaro, regional palaro. It's always the involvement of everybody, because we are all in this together. So the Air Force is there in the event of unexpected emergencies. You're always there for us, because you are there at the time you are really asked for your help. There are many other things, environmental concerns. When we probably do tree planting, yeah, we closely work with everybody, and sanitation, because we do not limit to our individual assignments as an agency, but we are working together to save Mother Earth, to do something for what is good for the region. We will always be there, so that in every activity, of course. Pero Air Force are very helpful. Your agency have been very helpful in addressing urgent needs and reaching out to areas which are difficult for the ordinary government agencies to find. So, and many more activities for sure.
Ma'am, no? And ma'am, bago po tayo magtapos, ma'am, dubako naman po tayo sa ating mga other participants, ma'am. Baka po may mga questions po sila, ma'am, or clarification po, ma'am, sa topic natin, ma'am.
Yes,
Um,
of course.
Try po natin po si First Lieutenant Chu, sir. Baka may additional question po kayo para kay ma'am, sir. Thank you po, sir.
Mr. Chu. First
Ma'am,
Lieutenant Chu.
no more additional question, ma'am. Thank you lang po, ma'am, sa mga inputs, sa mga reminders na binigay niyo po. Lalo na applicable po talaga ngayong season na po, ma'am. Thank you po, ma'am.
Girls, yes, thank you too for helping us. We are all in this together. It's very difficult for DOH to do it alone. Your office and other agencies as well are highly appreciated in working with us in all these endeavors.
Thank you po, sir. Kay Sir Bago, sir, baka may question din po kayo.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, Sir Bagulbago.
Din po, wala na rin po akong questions. Very well informative po yung shinare niyo po, ma'am. And rest assured, ma'am, the Philippine Air Force are willing to help you with this.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Thank you.
I would just like to join you, especially I understand that to be joining the Air Force, it has to be a single good. But for those who have already passed the condition of single and you have your family, please, we need your help and appreciate your help us in the advocacy comes the immunization on May onwards. So please help us. For children 5 years old and below, these are the target beneficiaries for this endeavor. So help us. So
Yes.
now we ask your support for COVID vaccination, but now it's over and people now can have themselves vaccinated at their own expense now. So this time we ask you to help us in the immunization of our kids 5 years old and below. Over to you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Kay SM Perez po, sir, baka may question po kayo. At saka sa other participants na lang din po, mag-raise hand na lang din po kung may mga additional questions pa po. Thank you po.
Hello, Mom. If I may, one thing I forgot also to appreciate and thank you. Philippine Air Force is you have always been with us during relief and rescue operation. Your rescue is yours, but relief is ours also sa Department of Health and DSWD. We are always been working together and we appreciate that. Kung wala pa yung naka-thank you for that effort, DOH is thanking you for that and appreciating that noble effort of helping.
Yes, ma'am, no? Thank you po, ma'am. And partner, I guess wala na atang mga additional question yung other participants natin. Kasi i-share na rin naman ni ma'am ng maayos at mabuti yung sa topic po natin.
Angel?
So, Mom, if there are no more questions, mag-thank you na ako. Mag-thank you na sa lahat. Or ano ba?
Yes po, ma'am. Magbigay na lang din po kayo, ma'am, ng parting statement niyo, ma'am, or additional message po, ma'am, and announcement po, ma'am. Thank you po,
Yeah,
ma'am.
okay. So thank you very much for having time with us. Our tagline is we are all in we are all in this together. No one is above the other, as we are equally important in our function. So thank you for having been with Department of Health and at the time of in other committees that we have formed for the Department of Health. We see also faces of our representatives from the Air Force. So thank you very much for all these things. Presently, it's really very challenging. Advocacy is not that easy, but when we are formed as a group, collaborating and harmonizing our intentions, things would be different. So your help will always be appreciated, just as we are all equally important in our undertaking. So the Department of Health, even it has the mandate of as being the overall leader in health, but still, if without the support of all the other agencies like you, our efforts would not be that meaningful. So with all our help, working, collaborating, and sharing our experiences and concerns and volunteering to do our task in future endeavors, that is something that is really very human and very much appreciated. So from the Department of Health, Center for Health Development, Central Visayas, our EXICOM, and from our Regional Director and ARD, we thank you so much for giving time for the Department of Health to at least give some inputs about its activities, concerns, and priorities at these challenging times of it's really difficult time, but we are all in this together. So harmoniously, we can do something for the better. So for all of you there, stay strong and amping, and then God bless us all, and have a nice weekend ahead of us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma'am, no, for that comprehensive information and discussion you shared to us. Saludo po kami lahat sa ginagawa ng Department of Health Central Visayas Center for Health and Development sa mga programa na ginagawa niyo po sa ating area of responsibility. Hanggang sa muli po, Ma'am. Thank you so much. And with that, sa ngalan po ng aming Commanding General Philippine Air Force, Lieutenant General Stephen P. Pareño, Philippine Air Force.
At sa ngalan din po ng aming Commander, Air Mobility Command, Major General Juanis Leonardi B. Maano, Philippine Air Force.
At sa ngalan din po ng aming Wing Commander, Tactical Operation Wing Central, Brigadier General Federico B. Enriquez, Philippine Air Force. Ako naman po, ang inyong host, Airwoman Angel A. Festejo, Philippine Air Force.
At ako naman po si Airman First Class Noel Gajeldo, Philippine Air Force.
At ako naman po si AW2C Yasmin Saladar, Philippine Air Force. Maraming salamat po sa inyong suporta at pagsubaybay. God bless po at mabuhay po tayong lahat and keep safe everyone po.